Hello and welcome to CCJ4934, Terrorism. Welcome to class. I'm your instructor, Dr. Jensen, and we will plunge right into this really exciting semester that I hope both of us will enjoy. By way of agenda, I will tell you a little bit about me. This course is under construction. I will also mention at this moment our Hoffman text is required. It's in its third edition, the 2017 edition. Make sure you have that edition because the last edition was 2006, and as you can imagine, in the world of terrorism, a lot has happened since 2006 and 2017. So not to mention ISIS, right? Bruce Hoffman is from Georgetown University. He is a renowned expert in terrorism, and this is a leading text. It is a thick book, a lot to get through, lots of history, political science. As you can imagine, studying terrorism borrows from a lot of different areas of thought, and this book is very much a tribute to that. So make sure you get that textbook. You can order it hard copy, or you can get the ebook from Columbia University Press. Either format is fine. We will talk about our class goals, expectations of you, what you should expect from me, others that will be involved in the class, and how to be successful. So I hope you take the time to review this video so that you can prepare and plan on how you're going to get organized for your semester. So this is me. I promise you will get to see me talking live on the other side of the screen. But for now, here's my picture. So if you've already had me in other courses, you can skip through the next few seconds of this because you already know me. For those of you that are new, I'll tell you a little about me. I am a Sooner. So I went to the University of Oklahoma for my PhD in 2011. I jumped back into graduate school to pursue a social work degree from University of Louisville. And then I did another master's and a bachelor's degree in sociology at Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas. So I've been all over the country between Oklahoma, Texas, Kentucky, and out in the West. I grew up mostly on the west side of the country. I previously taught at Brigham Young University, or BYU, for over 7 years at the associate professor rank, and I gave it all up to be a Gator. I've loved it here. It's been a great move for me professionally and personally, and I enjoy University of Florida. I'm still relatively new as an instructor, but I am not new to teaching. My highest rated course is Social Statistics and Research Methods. Eventually, if you are a UF online student in criminology, criminal justice, you will probably take that course from me. So eventually we will meet up again and train you in how to be a statistician. So some of you have already had that course from me and survived. Anywho, I am like you. I want you to know I recently completed a 100% online master's degree at University of Louisville. This was when I was teaching at BYU. So I was teaching full-time, juggling small children, and back in school again. I am a social worker. I practice my clinical work in a drug court and probation, but I am first to say I know what it's like feeling a little isolated and having to complete education in a format that's non-traditional, using phones and tablets and laptops and so forth. And so I identify with your experience and some of the challenges of it. So just know that I know what it's like. I have worked and practiced and partnered in probation offices, drug courts, health and welfare, juvenile justice, shelters, prisons and jails, sheriff's offices, metropolitan law enforcement, and police academies. So I've been everywhere and done all kinds of things. So hopefully I'm useful to you even beyond this class if you have questions about some of these areas and wanting to make changes or moves into these areas. First and foremost, again, I mentioned this class was recently newly offered last semester, and I take my student feedback very seriously. And all that constructive criticism I'm implementing this semester, one of which was students saying, there are too many essays in this class, we need to change up some of what we do. And I agreed, it was a lot of essay work to do, so I've switched that out for discussion boards and also kind of shortened things a little bit so it's not quite as much material to deal with. But with these changes comes a little bit of patience I need from you with the tinkering and the implementation of these things. I call this class still under construction. Usually you have to teach a class 3 times before you really get it the way you want it. And I've actually taught this class for 6 years, but this is a new format to teach the class in. So I'm still deciding kind of how it best works for both of us. So just be patient with me, and I'll try to make sure it does not penalize you in any way as a student in your performance. Expectations of you. Yes, you do need to use the textbook, films, and lectures to complete your essays and assignments, and certainly your discussion boards. I will ask you to document some of the points you make using the text. Be patient with us, pardon our dust. Be hands-on and active. Communicate often and early for help. Use my Google Voice number, which you'll find on the main syllabus page. That is a direct forwarding number to my cell, so you can reach me directly. And don't be shy. I actually love talking to students on the phone. It helps me get to know you and certainly feel more comfortable writing letters of recommendation or being a reference. This is a 3-credit class with preparation on skills, especially critical thinking skills. You'll need to do your reading and watch your films and so forth before you plunge into the assignments. So I tell students with that kind of workload, you'll spend between 10 to 12 hours a week on average. Some weeks will be a little bit less, but that is what to plan for. What you should expect from me is an email response between 24 and 48 hours, and I take that seriously. Occasionally I get a little slow, especially if there is a disruption in things like power outages, disasters, or even things like holiday weekends and stuff like that. But I try to really stay on top of my inbox because this is the main form of communication that you have to me. Even if it's to say, I got your email, I'm still coming up with a response. Stay tuned. Please, again, be patient with me, but I try to get to people quickly. I do have 2 graduate teaching assistants and tutors available for phone calls, Skype sessions, FaceTime. I do have virtual office hours every day from 9 to noon Eastern Time, again, Monday through Friday daily. So that is when you're most likely to catch me, but do not be shy in calling me at night and on the weekends. I plan that time in as part of my job, so you can call me. I do ask people that, I have bedtime close to 10, and so after that I might not be as available to you because I'm getting ready for my day the next day and I'm putting kids to bed and things like that. So don't call too late at night. Just be professional. But I will answer your calls at night and after dinner and stuff like that. If I can't answer, then I won't, but I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. I will provide reassurance when you make mistakes. It's how we learn, and that's why you're here. You're not going to get everything just perfect in a class like a terrorism class that has a lot of moving parts to it, and especially the history and political science parts are a lot to digest, and to start really getting used to how those disciplines overlap and inform our knowledge on terrorism is complicated. So it'll take some time to get a handle on it. Others that will be involved. This is our graduate teaching assistant, Amanda Lewis. She will be very involved in the discussion boards. And I provided her email address to you, amandalu.27@ufl.edu. That is how you can reach her. You can also Canvas message either one of us. We check that regularly as well. So what to complete? Discussion boards, short essays, although you won't have very many. There is no midterm exam or final exam in this class. There is no major paper in this class. You just have brief assignments kind of scattered throughout, and weekly discussion boards for the most part. So this is a steady workload. Be sure you're working on these pieces each week and budget the time to do so. I tried to make it easy with your initial post being due on Thursday of every week and your 2 replies being due on Sunday of that week. So Thursday, first post, Sunday, replies. It's a pretty consistent format that people can follow, so I figured, well, let's keep it easy. Treat this like a seminar course for your criminology career. As a special topics course, this is stuff that people pay consulting agencies to come in and train people on. And so this is kind of a fun little thing to add to your arsenal of knowledge of how you can be useful with this topic that impacts all of us. Dedicate your time each week and try to be consistent with when you work. You are welcome to work ahead. All the assignments are posted now, and if you want to start on something early, you can, although you may need to dive into that material as well to be able to get a lot of work done on it. Be honest about what works and what doesn't, what is confusing. Again, I am not a perfect professor, and things can definitely improve, and I want to know about that. So that wraps up how this course is going to go. If you have questions, please reach out to me. And sometimes if you see something funny, maybe I have a due date that's a little weird or something isn't named properly in the gradebook, let me know. I can definitely correct those, because if you're confused about it, I'm sure other people are too. And we need to fix it for everyone. Well, again, welcome to class. I'm excited to have you here. I've already looked at our roster. We have amazing students in this class with all kinds of insights and backgrounds, and I'm excited to hear from you all. So we'll see you soon, and again, welcome to fall.